She the baddest that I seen. Shorty know I keep it clean. Beat the box up, I'm a fiend. Pop is any sipping lean. Throwing thousands on the rock. Yeah, she know I keep a God.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm back to you guys with a video. And as you can see by the title, today's video is going to be a totally different type of video. I know I've been gone for a minute. I say this almost every time I record. I'm really trying to be consistent with my videos. I have been recording, just haven't had the time to actually edit and post, or sometimes I don't like the way the videos come out and I have to redo it again or whatever. But I do want to say that within the next week, okay, I'm going to have a couple vlogs coming up. That's gonna be new. Vlogs and like birthday preparations, because my birthday is on the 29th of this month, and I'm going to have a birthday vlog up also. So for now, I'm just going to stay calm, okay? And I'm gonna pray that I actually really do get these videos out there for you guys. Other than that, like, comment, share, subscribe. And before I get into this video, I just want to say that I'm going my absolute best to try to not be so specific about this topic, about the person who's involved in it, just because I never discussed it with the person, but I'm going to post a video anyways. And since it's going to be something very public, very out there, I wouldn't want the person to catch any type of feelings, to feel some type of way, because I do not want nobody texting my phone bugging the fuck out. Like, this is what I don't want. So I'm going to really try my absolute hardest to not give too many details that can reveal the person. I wasn't sure how ready I would be to do this video, but I think I'm finally ready. I'm just gonna go along on camera. I didn't plan it on how I want to say it or whatever, but we're just gonna say, we're gonna call the person J, okay? In case I need to mention the person's name, we're gonna call the person J. And without any further notice, without anything else, let's get into this video. As you read by the title, you clearly know this is a story about the time that I found out I was pregnant in my abortion. Yeah, so I want to start by saying I was 16 years old, okay, when I found out that I was pregnant and had the abortion. Let's go by saying how I found out I was pregnant, okay? So clearly I was when me and the person were messing around, okay? I wasn't on any birth control or anything. It was just, we were just having raw sex, like there was no protection or nothing. But I was very confident doing that because of a certain reason, okay? We never cared. And honestly, it was within 1 or 2 times, in between once or twice that we didn't use protections, that I got pregnant, okay? I got stuck for a second. What I did, yes, this is what I want to say. I found out I was pregnant towards the end of the year or whatever. No, beginning of the year. I'm not gonna say what year. Beginning of a year, I found that I was pregnant, okay? I had to take a test, okay, but before, like way before, and it said I wasn't. So I had just let that go. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not pregnant because I had missed my period. That's why I had to take the test. So, weird things kept happening around me, okay? When something is happening to me, I know it. But I was pretty young. I did not know how it felt like to be pregnant or whatever. So I never sensed that I was pregnant. But I do remember one time I was walking and some lady came up to me and she gave me a pink pen. And she said, it was very weird to me. She handed me a pen like that has like the little furs or whatever, and it was pink. And she said, "You have a whole lot of pink stuff coming your way." She said, "You have a lot of pink stuff coming your way." that was weird to me, and I took the pen and I was like, okay. I let that go, whatever. I never thought about it. And then I had noticed before I found out that I was sleeping a lot, okay? It was weird because I usually do sleep a lot after school. Like, you know, when you're in high school, them after school naps is it, baby. Like, those are the best thing that can ever happen to you. But with me, it wasn't even like an after school nap. Like, it wasn't just a regular nap. It was just like, usually I come home, I'll eat something, I'll go to sleep, I'll take a nap for 2 hours and I'm up. No, this was one of those 4 to 6 hour sleeps. Okay, like fully sleep. And I would wake up, take a shower, do my homework, talk to the person, talk to Jay. I'm going to say his name is Jay. I'm going to talk to Jay and go right back to sleep. Like, it was just like I was sleeping a lot. And he had brought it up. He said, "You're sleeping a lot." I was like, yeah, but again, when we took the test, it said I wasn't pregnant. So I never felt the need to think further into it. So I was like, you know what? My period is probably just changing around, whatever. So then we let that go. Second sign that I completely missed was I was using the bathroom a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot, okay? I was using the bathroom 3 or 4 times in a school day, okay? And I go to school at 7:30ish. I would get out of school by 2 o'clock. So in the bathroom 3 or 4 times, that's a problem. And I didn't notice it until my teacher said to me, my 8th grade teacher, every day throughout her class for like 2.5 weeks, I had to use the bathroom and I had to drink water. And I was noticing that I was getting thirsty a lot. But again, never paid it no mind. So she brought it up to me and she was like, "Why is it that every day in my class is when you need to use the bathroom?" And that's when I started noticing. I'm like, why is she right? You know, like, but I try not to think about it too much or whatever. I'm like, again, I can't be pregnant. There's no way I'm pregnant. So I ignored it. Third sign I think was, I don't know if that happens to many females or was it just me, but when I pee, it felt weird. Like, I was peeing weird. Like, it felt so weird the way I was peeing. Like, I know, like, that might sound weird to you guys, but it felt off. It didn't feel like you just pee. Like, I don't know. The feeling was weird of it, okay? I didn't pay much attention to that or whatever. I had let it go. So then now my final warning, my sign when I decided to take another test was when I usually sleep on my left side, and I absolutely love sleeping on my left side. And one night I was sleeping and I was facing this way or whatever, so I turned back around to face this way. So now when I turned to face this way, I noticed that I could not lay. Like, I was so uncomfortable sleeping on my left side. Like, oh my gosh, guys, I cannot explain to you how uncomfortable I was. So, and then it was just like, if I felt like something was just pushing me to sleep on the other side, like I just had to do it. I couldn't help it. So I moved to this side or whatever, and I felt comfortable again. After that, I was like, nope, I think I might be pregnant. Let me go buy another test. So I want to say it was a Saturday when I chilled with the person or whatever, and then they had an event to go to. So he went about his business or whatever, and I was getting the laundry done, and he was like, I'm gonna talk to him later when I get home. I was like, okay, fine. So I went to the pharmacy. There was a pharmacy by the laundromat where I was doing my laundry, and I picked up the test and whatever. So now when I got home, no, I didn't even wait till I got home. No, honestly, I was so scared. I just wanted to get it over with. I went into the laundromat's bathroom. They had a very decent bathroom or whatever, and I took it. And I promise you guys, let me tell you how pregnant I was. The test did not take 3 minutes. You know how it says, like, it says it takes 3 minutes. It did not take 3 minutes. 2 lines came up straight. First of all, it was the longest minute and a half that I had to wait. 1. 2, I was so like anxious. I just wanted to know if I was pregnant. Now, the first feeling I got, automatically, I was happy. Okay, it may sound stupid because I was really young, but I was happy. I was like I automatically held my stomach. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And I was happy. Like, I was actually happy, and I was like, I'm gonna be a mom. So then I proceeded on telling the person. Now, I didn't like the way I told the person about it. I should have waited till he came back to town so I can talk to him face to face, but I didn't wait. I was just so happy. Like, I couldn't wait to tell him. And, oh, my nose. Oh my God. Look at this. My elbow's mad ashy. I texted him. I said, I have to tell you something. He said, what is it? What's up? I was like, I'm pregnant. He's like, are you sure? And I said, I'm positive. I took the test and it says I am. And then he was like, he started freaking out. He's like, what are we gonna do? Da, 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 da. And I was like, I don't know. Now, I don't ever blame the person for the decision that I made. At first I thought that we were the ones who made the decision together, but the older I got, the more I thought about it, I realized it was just, I made the decision without the person, but the person was just my support. And I remember him saying to me, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't know. But I was afraid. I want to say that I was really afraid to let the person know that I was actually happy to be pregnant. Not just because I know that now I'm trapping you or anything. It was just that I wanted to be, not that I wanted to be a mother, but I was happy. Like, I really, like, I was okay with it, okay? So, I remember talking with the person, we were talking on the phone that night, we were on FaceTime, and he was like, whatever you want to do, I support you, da 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 da. And I kind of got the idea that he wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and I felt like he wasn't going to be, what I was afraid was, I was afraid that he wasn't going to be okay with me wanting to keep the child. So, we go on to school the following week, the Monday. I told you I found out everything on a Saturday. Sunday, we were still okay, but he was just very weird. He was scared. And then Monday, I went to school or whatever, and I was talking to the person, and he was different, okay? He was acting, I was gonna say something, but that might have given something. He was very different. He was acting scared, like he was scared, and everybody was asking him, what's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, that's how bad it was. And I just thought about it. I couldn't focus in class at all. I thought about it, and I just said to him, well, I guess we can't keep it. And I talked to him later on that day, and he was like, do you want to go to my parents about it? I was like, no, it's fine. So then he said, do you want to have an abortion? I said, yes. Now, in my mind, and with all the thinking that I did and the way I seen him acting, I automatically just knew. He was somebody with a lot of plans. He wanted to do so many things in life, and I felt like I would have held him back, and I would have put a burden on him, and I didn't want to do that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna schedule it. I'm gonna find out how much money it costs or whatever, and we can just get it done. So now I remember calling the place or whatever, and they told me the price. It was like $500 or something to get it done, but they said if you had insurance, we could see if your insurance covers it for you or whatever. So I was like, okay. Now, I did tell him about it, and he was gonna get me the money or whatever, but I did go through my insurance, and they said I was able to do it, and I didn't need a guardian either. That's one of the main reasons why this thing got done, because I did not need any legal guardian or anybody over 18 with me. So I remember my first appointment, I went for blood work, and I don't remember if they made me pee on a stick. I don't think they did, but they did do blood work for me, and that was that. And I went to school that day, and he was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I felt like part of me was breaking, but I didn't want to be selfish and say, I don't want to do this, like I felt like I just had to do what I had to do for the sake of that person. So my following appointment, I think I went to 3 appointments. I honestly can't remember because everything started becoming a blur to me after. I think my second appointment, we went together. He went with me, and he waited in the waiting room, and I went in the room or whatever, and they were, when you go to the gynecologist and they like freaking stick the fucking fake penis inside you or whatever, like, so that's what they did or whatever, and like they were taking pictures, and I had no idea what was going on, and I was on that table, and I was so scared. I wasn't happy at all. I didn't want to be by myself. I felt so alone, like I was scared. And then the other lady came in the room, and I didn't like that lady at all from Planned Parenthood. She was very like judgy, like she came off very judgy. She was not very nice at all. Like, I don't know, I wasn't comfortable with the lady. So she's I think it was the first lady. She said to me, "Do you want a picture of the sonogram?" And I said, "Yeah." So she printed out a picture and she gave it to me. And then she said to me, "Well, you're about 8 weeks along or whatever, and what are you gonna do?" And I said, "I'm not keeping it." So then now she explained to me everything. At that point, I want to say she explained everything to me, and she told me how everything was gonna go, that I had to take a first pill and I had to take a second pill within like an hour or two after I took the first pill. And she did say to me, after I took the first pill, there was no going back. And I remember her asking me, "Are you sure? Is anybody forcing you to do this?" And I said no, and she said, "Are you sure this is the decision you discussed it with someone?" I said yes, and she gave me the first pill, and I remember taking it, and I hesitated before I swallowed the pill. I hesitated before I swallowed it, and then I just took it. And then she gave me the second pill, and she said, "When you go home, I think it was like an hour or like 30 minutes. I don't remember the exact time. She said, when you take the second part or whatever. If you don't take it, either way, there's nothing you can do. You had already taken the first pill." So I was like, okay. So we left the office or whatever. And when he left, he was asking me about it. He was like, "How did everything go?" Da, 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 da. Now, the first lady did ask me if I wanted him in the room, and I said yeah. I said no, it was okay. And she said yeah, the second lady wouldn't have let him stay in the room either way. So I said, okay, fine, I guess then it's fine. So when we left or whatever, I do have a picture of the sonogram here. I don't know if I really want to show it, but I remember leaving, and we were talking about it, and he was just like, "How do you feel? Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And they told me I wouldn't feel pain, da 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 da. I was like, okay, whatever. And at that point, I was numbed out. Like, I remember taking that pill, and I wanted to cry in there, and I wanted to just scream, and I hesitated so much on taking it. And then I went home, and I took the second one and had to let it like dissolve in my mouth. And I took it, the second one, and not shortly after that, my cramps started, and they were horrible. Like, when I say horrible, like, people get period cramps and they said it's kind of like period cramps. No, it was horrible. Like, the stomach pain that I was in was undescribable. I couldn't lay down, I couldn't sit, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't even stand up on my own 2 feet, and like my body felt like it was shutting down. Like, I was so weak. And I remember being on the phone with that person. I was crying and I was crying and I was crying and I was crying and I was crying. And he was just like, it's okay, we're gonna get through this, da da da. And then later on that night, when I went to bed, I was crying. I couldn't stop crying, okay? I had texted one of my friends at this point, and I'm telling her, and I'm like, you know, I'm telling her what happened, and I'm like, and she's like, what are you gonna do? Well, I said, there's no other choice. It's too late. Everything is already done. And she said, why did you do that? Like, why didn't you come to one of us? And I didn't know. Like, I felt like I had to do what I had to do or whatever. I didn't think I would cry. I did not think I would cry filming this. Oh, God. And then, I remember talking to the person. I think I took a couple days off of school. Honestly, I didn't go to school. Like, I was just so depressed. Like, I felt like my heart, like, somebody just broke my heart and kept stomping on it over and over again. Like, I was so hurt. Like, I can't explain it. I really can't. Oh my God, I didn't think I was gonna fucking cry. Like, what's wrong with you, Marquise? And I remember talking to the person about it, and he said to me, maybe there was something else we could have done. And that broke my heart, because it's like, although I didn't say it to him, like, I felt like I made the decision for him, you know, and I felt like he didn't talk to me. He didn't give me his opinion. He just went along with what I said, and it was just that, and there was nothing we could do about it at this point. And then, I became so depressed after that. Like, I was so depressed. I didn't want to be around anybody. I became mean. Like, I was so hard. It was so bad. And then the pain lasted, and I bled on for like a month and a half, I want to say. I do remember at some point when, like, I was done bleeding out or whatever, using the bathroom, and like, I felt like something came out of me, and it was like, I think the placenta or something, it came out, and I just, like, I couldn't flush it in the bathroom, so I had to just get something and take it out. And when I took it out, I wrapped it up to throw it out, and this sounds disgusting, guys, but I really just cried and I cried, and I remember wanting to kill myself. Like, I didn't even want to be alive anymore, because I'm like, I was happy. And I didn't expect him to, like, I didn't expect when I tell him for him to be happy about it, but I felt like I would have got a better reaction or something. And then I just felt like the one thing that I wanted so bad, like the one thing that I felt like would have completed me, I didn't choose myself, okay? And I felt like I didn't choose me. I didn't choose my kid. I felt like I chose somebody else over us. And that made me feel so horrible. That made me feel like I was such a bad person, and I didn't deserve the kid anyways for what I did. I was so bad. I started, like, shortly after that was when I got into drugs. Really, like, I had always smoked. Everybody who know me always know I was a smoker. But shortly after that was when I really, like, got into drugs. Like, I was popping pills. I was doing it all, yo. Like, I was doing so bad, like, so bad. Like, for the longest time I was in a blur, and at some point everything went left with that person, and like it just killed me. Like, more of the fact that I did all that, I sacrificed my child for someone who I feel like wasn't worth it, you know? Like, until this day, I want to say, till this day, it like messes with me so much. Like, I'm just so broken. And if you have me on social media or like Snapchat, you know how close that little girl is. I'm gonna try to post a picture of her, like a video of her at the end of this video. I'm very close to her, and around the time that she was born, I was, that was the time that I found out that I was pregnant or whatever. And she's like my kid. Like, I treat her like my own kid, because they would have been around the same age right now. They would have been going to preschool together or whatever. And I felt like she's my guardian angel. So, yeah, I guess that's part of the story, right? Yeah. Other than that, I felt like it was one of the biggest mistakes I have ever made. It's the biggest mistake I ever made, actually, so far in my life. And I wouldn't wish that type of pain on anybody, just because it's horrible. And I feel like girls get bashed on for having abortions and stuff, but people don't know their story, or people don't understand like the pain that it causes certain people to have to do something like that. So I feel like if it's something that you've gone through, or you're thinking about going through, like, just be very wise with the decision that you're making. Think about yourself first. Think about what you would want. Think about it first, okay? I wished I did. Honestly, I didn't even get the time to do that. I was so far along that I didn't have much more time, because if I had waited, I would have had to have surgery, and I didn't want that. So overall, I guess it's like something that I feel like people should just talk about more. That's what I also lacked doing. I didn't talk about it. It's something that I really should have talked about. I never talked about it. I never told my parents, and it caused me so much damage. I felt like it is one of the main reasons why me and that person couldn't communicate also. Like, we couldn't communicate. I felt like it created a lot of other things, okay? So I feel like if you're somebody who is pregnant or who had one before, I'm here to talk, okay? I've been through it before. If you're somebody who just found out you're pregnant and you're thinking about it, I'm here to talk. I can help you. I can help you find the right people to talk to about it also. And just know you're not alone, and that out there somewhere, there's somebody who's going through it right now, or who's gone through it, who would love to be there for you and support you. So other than that, I'm just gonna say that's my story. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, please don't try to put none together, please. Other than that, I just want to say again, thanks for watching. And I did not think that I would freaking tear up throughout this video. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. But thank you again. I'm gonna keep saying it. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys took a lesson from this video. And if you ever need to talk, I'm here. I'm always here. My Snapchat is always posted with my videos. My Instagram. If you have me on Finsta, you know, like, just I'm here to talk. So without any more chatting, let me just say